It is officially September, and September in our household means it's fall, even if it technically isn't fall quite yet. And today I wanted to share with you a dairy-free pumpkin cold foam recipe, as well as a recent trip to an antique store, as well as some fall decorating. One of my favorite drinks this time of year is a pumpkin spice latte or a brown sugar shaken espresso with pumpkin cold foam on top. And I specifically love Starbucks pumpkin cold foam. So I wanted to find a dairy-free option because at least at my Starbucks, we don't have a dairy-free cold foam option for the pumpkin cold foam, only for the brown sugar. So I found a recipe online, I'll have it linked down below, but it just includes oat milk, pure pumpkin, vanilla, maple syrup, and pumpkin spice. And for a dairy-free alternative, it is very good. It obviously doesn't get as frothy and as thick as if you were to use whole milk, but if you need a dairy-free alternative, this is a good option. I'm going to go ahead and add the mixture into the freezer just for a few minutes so that I can pour it on top of one shot of espresso so that I can enjoy it today. I'm also officially lighting my first fall candle of the season. This is by Antique Candle Co. Their candles are my favorite. I've been using them for years and I love the pumpkin bread. I would say that's probably my favorite fall scent ever. It smells so good, and I love when I leave my house, even after I blow out the candles, the smell lingers. So when you come home from the store, your house smells so cozy and so much like fall. So you guys know that at the beginning of the year, I let you guys know that I was not going to be antiquing and going to the thrift stores, and I've done pretty well, but I definitely have failed. I've gone into the thrift store 1 or 2 times at this point, and this was the first time going into the antique store at least since the spring. I don't even think I went in earlier in the year. I'm pretty sure I didn't because I was late in my pregnancy and I wasn't really going many places, to be honest. But I ran in here. I had a little bit of time before I had an appointment, and this is a antique store that I never get to go to because it's completely out of the way and they have really weird hours. So I happened to have time and I ran in here and I found some really, really cute stuff. What I love about this particular antique store is that they will price an item, and then as of a certain date, if it doesn't sell, they drop the price and they'll show you that price on the tag from the start. So if you go in there in September and you buy something, it'll be one price, but if it's still there in October, you can see what the October price is. So if there's something that you really like, but it's a little high and you're willing to wait to see if it comes down and it's still there, I love that you have that option. But I actually found a few things that were things that we actually did need, not just wants, and so I did pick them up. So let me know if you're interested in seeing them in a future video. I can do a little bit of a haul, but I showed a few of the pieces here that I picked up, and the prices were really great, so I grabbed them while I could, but definitely wasn't planning to do that. Once I came home, I started to decorate for fall. Before I could even decorate for fall, I needed to swap out all of the summer decor. Just swapped out any of the more summer and spring florals that I had, anything that was blue and white or a little bit brighter of colors. I swap those out and bring in my fall decor. This is a multi-day process, especially with the baby now, so I just grabbed some clips when I can, showing a little bit of behind the scenes of me decorating. But make sure you like this video and subscribe and come back next week, because next week I'll be showing a full home tour of fall decor. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure to come back and check that out. I showed a picture as I was sweeping my front steps. These are just concrete steps in the front of our home, and I would love to do a brick on top of these concrete steps, because these steps, ever since we moved in, they aren't in great shape. They've kind of started to like crumble and they chip. I don't know what they did to the steps, but they're not in great shape. I think they were original to the house. So I thought it'd be really beautiful to put a brick on top, like a thin brick. And I think that would look really, really nice. Eventually, one day we would like to add on a porch. So I haven't done anything with the front, just because I know that one day we want to add on a porch. However, that's far down the line. So I thought a temporary but beautiful solution would be to add the brick. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that. That would probably not be coming out until next summer. That would be a project I'm leaning on doing next summer. So if you guys are interested, make sure once again to subscribe. I know that's far away, but that's definitely on our radar after we get some other things done around the inside of our home this year. But I am excited for that, and I think it'll make a big difference to the curb appeal of our house. And I personally just love the brick look, so I think it'll look really, really nice.